Everybody what your job title is.
Hello, my name is Matt Fincham and I am the producer of the Radio 1 Breakfast Show with Nick Grimshaw.
Your first question from Twitter is from Robin. I want to be a radio producer one day. How does one go about getting your job?
Right, well, I started doing university radio. That was kind of like one of the highlights for me at university, presenting and producing a show there. So I did that kind of while I was doing my actual degree. After I left university, I went on and worked on a commercial radio station, which is now a KISS, but it was called Vibe FM in East Anglia. And I was there for a year kind of learning the kind of tricks of the trade and all that kind of stuff. And after that, I then did a bit of freelancing on like an internet radio station in London, in East London, producing a drum and bass show, I think it was. And then I started doing some bits for Radio 1, working on like Annie Mac and Zane Lowe and those kind of shows. So, does that answer the question, LMC?
Not really, but it's okay.
Remind me the question again. This feels like an interview.
How does one go about getting your job?
All I would say is, lots of hard work. I know that's an obvious cliche. Be prepared to work really rubbish hours. I did a lot of those shifts that I just mentioned unpaid and sort of working through the night. There was one point when I was, I think I was working on Zane Lowe's show, so I'd get in at kind of like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, work through till like 9 o'clock at night. That was unpaid to begin with. I then travelled back to Suffolk, had about 3 hours sleep, then produced an early breakfast show that was like 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. And then I travelled back to London and was back by midday. So I literally had about 3 hours sleep for a few months, unpaid, but it was totally worth it in the end.
What's been your scariest or most worrying moment as a producer?
I was pretty panicked during Russell Brand the other day, I'll be honest. Obviously, Russell is quite a kind of, well, he doesn't always have a filter. So I was a little concerned, but I briefed him thoroughly beforehand. I know Nick talked to him as well and the agent he was with. He was absolutely fine. I mean, he was brilliant. He's very funny and was a great guest in the end, but I was slightly panicked that he might say something that might be a little risque or do something. That was fine. But yeah, I was quite panicked about that most recently.
This is from This Tidal Wave on Twitter. Matt Fincham, is your job everything you expected to achieve when you were at university?
I'm really chuffed, to be honest, to be where I am right now. I won't lie, I kind of was really surprised when I kind of was put forward to produce the breakfast show. That was that was like quite a big deal because so many people listen, and like historically it's like, you know, just such a big show, and we had some very big shoes to kind of fill. But obviously I love working with Nick. We had a good relationship from the evening show, and kind of the stuff we did there I think has translated all right to early mornings. And obviously I had 4 years working with Chris Moyles, so I was kind of used to the breakfast show and kind of what you need to do in that kind of slot. So I think, yeah, I mean, I'm really chuffed to be where I am right now. And yeah, it is kind of what I expected. It's not, I didn't expect to be in this position personally, but the job is what I expected it would be.
Lauren Lovelace on Twitter asks, how much do you enjoy getting to see Grimmy's face every single